uSports Central, happy hump day, happy Wednesday, all of the above, whatever you want to add into that, Charles.
I don't know. I can't say happy hump day anymore because that camel commercial where the camels
second one's pretty funny,
are
isn't
upset about everyone doing it. So I'm just going to say happy Wednesday. I'm
Okay.
gonna leave it alone.
You don't like the hump day?
I do like the hump day, but I feel bad for the camels too. So with the guy like you yelling hump day.
That's the kind of person I am.
I know.
Okay. All right. So we're talking 3 and out here, and we figured, Charles, that we'll break down all the districts and where teams are at right now, and we're going to give our thoughts on where teams are going to finish. And so here on 3 and out, let's start it off with, of course, the very best district. No doubt about it. Come on.
No doubt about it? Are you serious?
Hey, let's not be ridiculous. District 1-6A is the
ridiculous.
best district. No. There's not even a question about it. The Cleveland Storm flying high. The Rio Rancho Rams flying high. The Cibola Cougars are flying high.
They have 6 losses. They're not flying high.
They're in the APS Metro Championship and beat your Bulldogs in Bulldog City.
They still have 6 losses.
On Jim Holzman Court. They won in the quarterfinals in the APS Metro tournament. Santa Fe obviously is going to, they came into this district with a winning record, but it's their first trip into 6A, and they're in the wrong district. If they were in District 2, they might have a chance this year. Ooh, that was a low shot. Okay,
low blow.
That was a low blow. But talking about the district, so we know Rio Rancho's 1-0. They beat Santa Fe at Santa Fe easily. And then we saw Cibola protect their home court against their rivals, Volcano Vista. So both teams 1-0 to start district.
Yeah, 1-0. You always want to get that win on home court. And I agree with you with Santa Fe. They came in with district play with 11 wins. I have a strong feeling that they're going to leave district play with 11 wins. So my predictions for this district, I got to go with Cleveland to win this, even though my uncle's going to be upset at me picking against his Rams. But I think Cleveland will take number 1. I'm going with the Rams for number 2, Cibola at 3, Volcano, then Santa Fe. I can't see it happening any other way, but that's just where I'm going.
Here's the problem: is I think Cibola matches up really well against Rio Rancho. I think we saw that happen once. Now Rio Rancho shot poorly, so I wouldn't be shocked if Rio Rancho handles Cibola. I think there is going to be some losses dropped by Cibola and Rio Rancho, and I think Cleveland really is going to run away with this district. I just think they're that powerful. I think Ryan Jones is the best player in the state, though Brady Patterson, a night in and night out, could prove me wrong. I wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't.
No.
Because earlier this season, was I not saying Patterson was better than Jones, and then I saw Jones, and I said, okay, Jones is better than Patterson, and they're both probably like, shut up, and they'll handle it on the court,
You've been
right?
flip-flopping all year anyway.
That's fine. That's fine. That's what I'm allowed to do. I'm allowed to flip-flop. I don't need to stand my ground.
So Cleveland's
going to win it, and I really think that it's going to be a tight. Cibola takes second in this district. Rio Rancho third. I don't necessarily think Cibola is poised to make a better run in the state tournament than Rio Rancho. I think it's the opposite. I think Rio Rancho matches up with everybody else just fine. It's the bigs that really give Rio Rancho the problem, and that's Cunningham and Liddell on the inside. And if Cibola's guards can maintain some type of consistency, I think the Cougars can take second in this district. Would not be shocked if the Rams, though, finish above them.
But it's tough for
That's what I'm going to predict.
It's tough for me to pick Cibola because we don't know how well the guards are going to come and perform. We know what Liddell's going to give you. We know what Cunningham's going to give you. So if you're playing Rio Rancho and they're making their shots, you're correct. They didn't make any shots when they played Cibola the first time. So if they're making 40, 45%, I think it's going to be hard for Cibola to keep up with the point production.
Yeah, I mean, I want to agree with you. I'm a Rio Rancho guy. That's my lum. Okay, I want to agree with you. I just
can't.
After I've seen him play once, I saw it, and I saw Cibola in that matchup look like they had the better matchup. They were able to beat Rio Rancho's press, which is huge, like clockwork. Now, I don't know if it was an off night for the Rams. It could have been, but we're going to see him play twice, once at Cibola, once at Rio Rancho, and it'll all be handled. But if we're going to make predictions right now, I'm going to say that Cleveland clearly is going to be better than Cibola, and I don't know how Cleveland matches up with Rio Rancho.
What about Volcano?
I think Volcano is well coached.
Yeah.
I love Coach Brown. I just don't think they have enough talent on the roster right now to get it done. Now, they'll keep it close, and they'll keep it low scoring. They'll keep it down it was 14-10 at half yesterday.
So
they'll keep it down.
So when you create that type of game plan, and that's the strategy you're going with, I would think that they can steal a couple of games here and there from those teams.
Yeah,
it wouldn't shock me, actually, because even last night I was thinking 14-10, anything can happen. They get a lead. You know they're going to pull that ball out and make Cibola come out of that zone that they love to play, where you got Cunningham at the top disrupting things. They like to stay in that little zone, but hats off to Rodriguez because he came out of it. He played a man. He kind of forced the pace a little bit, and that's what everyone's going to have to do with Volcano.
Well, and I don't know if the guards are consistent enough. I know McNeely's good and Vigil's good for Volcano Vista. I don't know if they're consistent enough to maintain a low lead like that. I know they did it against Carlsbad.
Yeah.
They were unable to do it against Hobbs. They were unable to do it last night ever to even get ahead of Cibola. So I don't know if they can consistently do it. But I won't be shocked if they steal a couple. No, I mean, I think it's very probable, actually, for Volcano to come out with a couple of wins. Okay. So let's move on districts here now, Charles. And let's talk about District 2 of 6A. And we make jokes and stuff, right? We make a lot of jokes, but it's the truth. They are very down and out right now. Very down and out. El Dorado, Sandia, Manzano, La Cueva, Highland. Now, La Cueva opened off with a district win against Highland last night. They blew by them in Highland, no problem. Sandia beating El Dorado. I'm not going to say I'm shocked because I think any one of these teams could win night in, night out, but I can't get a read on who the best team in this district is.
I can't. You won't be able to get a read because you have a Sandia team that they have the size, but they lack guard play. You have an El Dorado team who everyone was expecting to have Mr. All Everything, Gentry in the middle, a double-double machine, which helps get you open shots for your guards. He's not there, so now your team changes. You have a La Cueva team who hasn't recovered from the offers leaving because they haven't had the same talent since then. You have a Highland team that's very young. Then you have a Manzano team that no one knows who's on the team. Because it's a team where they have 5 wins, but you couldn't tell me who they've beaten. And every time I've seen them against 6A teams, they've been getting blown out. So that district really is going to be up for grabs. If I had to go with my order, I'm going to go with Sandia just for I think they have a little bit more talent. I think with their height, they're going to give people problems. And their guards, every once in a while, they come and play.
Maybe.
Sam Cruz is pretty tough to match up with. I agree. I mean, I'm not 100% sure.
Here's what I know. I want you to mark this down, Charles. I want you to write it down on a paper. I want you to then type it.
Or pen?
I want you to type it up, and I want you to email it to me, okay? Because I think the district winner is going to be 5-3. I mean, you play 8 games.
I don't. 4-4.
No one's running the table here. Well, 4-4. So everyone beats up everyone. I think Highland's going to struggle. So I think people are going to get wins out of Highland.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm going to go with a dark horse here. I don't know if it's a dark horse. You tell me if it's a dark horse. I'm going to go with La Cueva. Okay. I'm going to go with La Cueva. I think they have some talent that can shoot from the 3-point line. They have some decent consistency. Javon Jones is starting to play good at the point guard position. Kahala can shoot it.
Horn. They have guys.
Bashar Jawad can shoot it. Horn can shoot it. So I think if they get a little bit consistent, they can win this district at 5-3.
I'm going Sandia.
Come back. We'll get you District 5 here in just a second, and then we'll preview the Southern districts right here on uSports Central.